Hey everyone, welcome to the Sanctum. This is Ale. So today I'm going to showcase you a deck called the Crystal Intentions Oracle. It's by Margaret Ann Lembo. I have actually looked at this deck a little bit, and it is one that I had been wanting for a bit. There's one that I really want. I've been putting it off because why? I don't know why. I'm just putting it off, but I really want it. And there's an Essential Oil Oracle deck I really want, and I'm putting it off. And too many decks, so little time. I want all the decks in the world. I do. So let's get into this deck. This deck is actually really cool because it's an intentions deck. It is a deck for my work. Something to make me think positively when everything goes to hell. It is great. But first I wanted to show you a little bit of the book. The book is small. It's jam-packed, so you don't have to have a big book, a guidebook, a lot of times, unless you write a lot. That may be talking about Ben and Belle's book that's coming. It's 420 pages, and it's supposed to arrive here in about 5 days. So hey. One of the nice things about this book is that it talks about the types of cards there are. The pink ones, because each one has colors on the back. Love and friendship and romance, health and well-being, money and creativity, focus and safety and protection, happiness and self-confidence. And then it talks about how to align, prepare, and cleanse the deck. So it talks about meaning cards, how to take care of them, how to use the deck, how to store the cards. It talks about how to do different methods of doing it. From a one card pull to an oracle reading for doing a crystal grid, using it for chakra. And what's really nice is that for the overview of each gemstone is a beautiful color picture and a brief meaning. So every picture of every card's in there, and the pictures are freaking stunning. Look at that chalcopyrite. Oh. And by the way, I need to get one of those. It's on my list of stones to collect. It is. And the nice thing about this is the fact that each deck has with it, and I'm going to let you see as I shuffle, has a pretty beautiful picture centered. Has what it is on the bottom, like this, clear quartz. Has a saying on top to help you. And then on the back, like I said, has the yellow. It tells you where they belong. And then it has a thing to help inspire you. So, clear quartz. I am a clear channel of love, light, and well-being. All of my heart's desires are realized now. Multiply goodness and well-being. Amplify loving kindness. Increase clarity, peace, and understanding. Improve clarity of mind and emotions. So, these cards are really great. Lace agate, especially if you don't have some of these stones, like a garnet, pretty garnet. I have a gross granular garnet, which is green. I have a red garnet, but my red garnet's set into a stone. The Orbicler Jasper. It's Bumblebee. Seraphinite, Peridot. I used to hate Peridot. Let me tell you, okay? This is that chartreuse color. I have never been fond of chartreuse, okay? Just not, okay? No. I grew up, and I realized Peridot was actually not as bad as I thought it did. you know, and one of the nice things is to turn around and look at the colors. So when I looked at the Peridot as an adult versus when I was a child, I was like, still is that kind of icky chartreuse color. However, it's a lot better than it was. The rutilated quartz, which I like. Amethyst, which I adore. Amethyst is one of my favorite stones of all times. People work with me on it. Tourmalated quartz. I actually have tourmalated quartz, which I have found that I actually like working with. Emerald, green aventurine. I have hematite. I have hematite. Yeah, let's hear it for hematite in the house. All of a sudden I hear my family and my friends going, really? Seriously, you're going to be like that? Yes, I am. Unakite. I actually have unakite. I actually like it. This is my emotions are balanced. I react to others in an objective and loving way. Yeah, I got to wear unakite more often. I got to wear that more often. Rhodonite. My mental and emotional bodies are balanced. I attract nurturing people. Wear that one too. Ruby and Fuchsite. I attract romance filled with divine love. I have a healthy sex life. Yeah, I need help. Celestite. I actually have celestite. I actually have it tumbled, which is very rare, by the way, because it tends to be very breaky. So, yeah, I love it. I do love it. So we're doing, you know, when you're looking at this and we're doing these different stones, you kind of get this idea like sodalite. Now, one of the things I do have, which I really love, is I have a sodalite that actually has sunstone in it. So it's called Sunset Sodalite. And I love it. I love it so much. So it's really cool when you see some of these, like regular tiger's eye, then you get blue tiger's eye. Rose quartz, which I have like huge chunks of all throughout my house. So it's cool because you can use these cards as the center of a crystal grid and put the stones around it. And I like it too because if there's ones that you don't have like a big piece of, like you have a tiny piece of, what I've discovered I like to do is to take my piece out and put it with whatever card I draw for the day, especially if I have that piece. And what I do is that's my symbol for the day. And it's like it helps realign me for that day. So every time I see the card, I see the stone, I touch the stone and remind myself, this is what today's goal is. This is what the mood is for today. Don't crawl into the depths of despair. Don't crawl into the mud with everybody else. And I find that this deck, even though it's an oracle deck, which you can do it for readings and you can use the definitions and such, I find that it's really truly a blessed deck in the fact that, like, I pulled out a couple of cards earlier for a friend of mine, just like that. I just pulled like two out together. And Apophyllite. Ooh, hey, this is not the ones I pulled out for her. And Prey Night, which I actually have this one. I don't have Apophyllite yet. And I pulled it out because she was just having a bad day. And the two that I pulled out, I read them in order for her. I accept the impermanence of all things. I know that change brings renewal and goodness. I meditate regularly. I am insightful. My connection with universal wisdom guides me daily. And when I read them to her and I showed her the pictures and then we read the back where they fit, it was like a time bomb with her. All of a sudden she said, oh my God. And I was like, what I do? What's going on? And she said, I get it. I get where I'm holding up on. And I said, okay, so what's up? And she's like, this is what's the key of this. This is really what's going on. And I was like, oh, okay, now how are you feeling? And she's like, I needed that. I needed that reassurance that it was okay for me to feel this way, that it's okay to let it go. And I was like, all right. And she said, I needed it not to be from people I knew. I needed it to be from else. And I said, yeah, I get it, which I do. Sometimes we need to hear it from outside of ourselves, outside of people we know, but not to be from somebody who looks down. We just need it to be from a higher power, from other, to really make a difference. And I think that's the kicker. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and pick a card for us. Just the card for the week as our theme. Our theme for the week here in the United States is going to be Thanksgiving. And basically we're heading into the dregs of winter. Oh my God, winter is coming. I'm starting to sound like the Game of Thrones. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pull a card. Okay. No. Let's see. Oh, that one. Okay. Clear thinking. Release mind chatter. Maintain courage and self-confidence. Recognize your own intelligence. Ease with problem solving. What card could it be? I have no idea, actually. Aha! Fluoride. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fluoride. I am smart. I am open to learning something new. I am organized. So this is your card for the day, for the week. You are smart. You have what it takes to be organized. You have what it takes to get through this. You are open to learning. You are open to learning and taking it in and being accomplished with it. You have that skill. I have faith in you. So does the universe. Until next time, Benedictine.